It's like a turning point for me. It was like I was taking 10 at once, and I couldn't even feel it. I couldn't feel it at all.
You're my friend. You're my son. You're my gift. God gave you to me. You're the only thing that ever made me happy.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today we're gonna be talking about Salt Lake City. I want to apologize for this video being so late. I would have came with it earlier, but this week we over here prepping for, you know, high volumes, holiday season's coming, so we really have to be on our game at work. So I'm over here just going, you know, through the mud, trying to make sure everything is right, trying to get my promo. I'm hitting the ground running because I'm a six-figure type of person. Damn, there need to be seven figures, but right now we can go for six because that's my goal for 2025. I want to give a shout out to Salt Lake City. From the inception of Salt Lake City, Salt Lake City has to be one of the best Housewives franchises I have seen in a long time. It's up there with Beverly Hills. It's up there with Prime Potomac season 5. It's up there with Atlanta. Salt Lake City has definitely represented. This year is hands down the best one this year. Mary, hands down, has done something that a lot of people don't do. And that's really showing not only your life, but showing the ugly parts of your life. And I said this myself, that being on a reality TV show, I would love to be on, you know, a show, right? But to expose the dark secrets and your skeletons about you and whoever's adjacent in your life is very hard, and I commend that very much. But y'all, let's get into the video. Like, comment, subscribe, please comment, please like. Let's get into the video.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flame. And if you wanna play with me, you can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, want it, securing the bag.
Start this video out with Mary. I just feel like her whole story with her son, it has the bulk of the conversation. I'm just gonna say, we already know that her son did go to rehab after this was filming, so I'm assuming he's still in rehab or isn't. I haven't seen any updates from Mary, but yeah, I mean, the whole conversation was very powerful, so shout out to Mary and her son. But you know, she's been noticing throughout the whole start of the season that her son has been very, you know, sluggish, very, you know, to himself. Him and his wife, or I guess wife, they have been very, you know, it seemed not normal of 21-year-olds.
Sometimes I feel like, I don't know, just life is like just chicken on season.
So she basically sits him down at the end of the episode, but she sits him down, she just asks him like, hey, you know, what's going on? I've noticed that your personality has changed. I noticed that, you know, you have been not the normal person that I know you to be. She told us that, you know, she knows that, and she's privy that he smoked weed and, you know, do edibles. That's all she's privy of.
I do know that Robert did smoke weed. I do know he would eat edibles.
So he basically told her, like, you know, I just feel like, you know, life feels like unseasoned chicken. And, you know, when I do like, what was it, Xanax, or I think it was Xanax, not Xanax. When he do pills, he starts to feel, you know, good, and it feels like more like spiced up, or right. So he was just saying, like, you know, and mind you, when he's describing the things that he has done, like pills and drug wise, it's increasingly like my mouth is dropping and I'm in tears, because I'm looking at this from like, what if this was my brother?
I went to a party and someone gave me Xanax, and I like started doing Xanax with acid.
What if this is my sister? And just to feel that they feel like, you know, me adding on, you know, these different drugs for different other reasons make me feel much better, or, you know, basically at this point abusing the drugs, right? So basically saying that he has had, I guess, Xanax with cocaine, opioids. And then he was like, yeah, I took 10 pills, and, you know, I knew it was a problem because I didn't feel nothing. And I'm over here on my couch, literally in tears, because to think that someone 21-year-old, and then like to think that they could spiral that far. And I commend Mary, because at my job, we have the 5 whys. We come with positive intent, and instead of being accusatory and coming at you like, why the hell are you doing this, da, 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 I feel like her parenting skill was so perfect for the situation, because she said, hey, I noticed this. He started talking. Instead of her being shocked, giving a big reaction, she reduced herself down, stayed composed, and navigated the conversation with him.
You know, the regular 30 milligram oxys? I was taking 10 at once, and I couldn't even feel it.
Just like, okay, what have you done? By her doing that, he was allowed to, one, feel more comfortable, and two, open up and tell her everything. And I'm happy that, you know, she told him, like, look, you know, I love you, God loves you. And she also says that, you know, I'm not going to judge you. Who am I to judge you? I just feel like I feel like he probably felt so supported in that moment, because it probably is embarrassing. It's probably something that he was hiding from her for a long time. That felt like a dark secret. And I understand that as well, because for me, coming out felt like such a secret. I was holding that in for 3 years. Senior of high school, going into college, I told my mom, I told my sister, and it felt like, you know, you're being suffocated and choked by this secret. And I can only imagine how he felt in that moment. I want to commend them, because I just felt like it was really good that Mary really supported him, because not many people get that support or get that reaction. But she just told him, like, you know, at the end of the day, like, did you feel like you wanted to, you know, and he was like, yeah, you know, I just felt like, you know, I just felt like a stain. And like, for me, girl, I'm crying, and I'm over here just like, just tears. So she told him, like, you know, if anything happened to you, do you know what happened to me? She was like, you are my gift. God gave you to me. You are perfect for me. And just for that, like, that validation, no, more and more people don't even get that on a day-to-day.
But you're my friend. You're my son. You're my gift. God gave you to me.
But for her to basically see him in that moment for who he is and come to him as a human being, no judgment, not a parent, just somebody just like, I see who you are and I support you. I don't condone what you're doing. But if you notice there's a problem, because you have to see it for yourself. If you know there's a problem, let's pivot. Let's go into another direction. So my hat goes off to Mary and her son. I feel like this was a phenomenal, like, reality TV. Like, this is real life stuff that we're seeing in real life that people deal with on a day-to-day basis. So I want to shout out them for that as well. Let's talk about the girls. So Meredith basically, you know, in the back, rewind back into the front of the episode, Meredith invites Mary to a gallery, and she just basically said, you know, I invite Mary to this gallery. You know, we want to talk about everything that happened, because I felt disrespected by her kicking me out the house. I want to be clear that Mary did not kick you out the house, Meredith. What she was saying was a blanket statement. It was basically rhetorical, to be honest. She was saying, if you're not going to quiet down and basically stop yelling at each other, you can get the fuck out of my house.
How are you? I'm good. Is everything okay? In terms of life, you? Oh yeah, a little.
Basically, by you leaving, you're telling her that you're not going to quiet down and you're not going to stop yelling. So that's why you left. She wasn't just telling you to get out of her house. She was talking to you and Angie. It was a overarching conversation, and it was a comment to both of y'all. So Meredith took that very to heart. Just like, okay, we want him out of the house. That's her argument stance, right? Mary walks in, and mind you, Mary is 1 hour late. Meredith was already on the phone with her kids. Like, can you believe this girl over here 1 hour late? And she thinks that, you know, this is why I think that she's over here changing. Her personality changing. I don't know what's going on. So when Mary comes in, Mary comes like, hey, how you doing? She was like, yeah, you know, I'm really doing good, you know, even though you're an hour late, but you know, to yourself. I'm like, see, y'all already throwing jazz, but whatever. So Mary just basically tell her, like, I hope everything's okay. She was like, well, you know, after everything that happened with you leaving my house, after everything that happened with me leaving your house, I just feel like, you know, you have really changed, and like your tone and demeanor has changed towards me. And Mary was like, you know what's funny? Because I think the same about you, because I found it very disrespectful. You know, you want me to apologize to you, but I want you to apologize to me for leaving my house. That's rude, and it kind of severed our friendship.
Concerned after I left the other day. You seemed a little out of character, so I did or you did?
And do I think it should have severed their friendship? No, I just feel like Mary's being dramatic, but hey, girl. So she was just like, when Angie and them were attacking me, you didn't say anything. You didn't have my back. You didn't say anything. You didn't try to defend me or diffuse. I mean, when Mary got up to tell y'all to shut the fuck up, maybe that was her just trying to be in the middle and to diffuse you both.
And I've never seen you walk out anyone's home ever since I've known you. I no longer felt welcome in your home. Oh, really? Okay.
But both of y'all wanted to keep talking, And to be honest, you wanted to leave. Would you have a right to get up and leave? Cool. Do I think should sever your friendship, Mary? No, because if she wants to leave, she's a grown-ass woman. She can get up and dip. And Meredith, she didn't tell you to get out of her house verbatim. She was having a blanket statement. So for you to try to use that as oh, you need to apologize to me for kicking me out of the house. She didn't kick you out of the house. She was just saying. And you took that verbatim, right? But Mary respected, you know what? I don't got time for this. At the end of the day, you want to try to always be the victim in this and the third. Girl, I'm done with it. Goodbye. So Mary gets a pocketbook. She just walks out.
Right now we're talking. Have a good day, okay? Yeah, you used me for 3 years. I got the memo. Don't find a life.
And leave Meredith high and dry. I hope Meredith enjoyed a gallery at least, you know. And then we segue over and we see Lisa and Angie go to, you know, the aquarium with their kids. It's funny how they bring the kids because, you know, they both have been throwing shots about the mothering, which is on. But they're both about the kids, you know, they hang around with the kids, cool. Kids go off, they look at the aquarium, they sit down. And we already know Lisa Barlow's mom. We've known her for 5 years now, right? Lisa likes to double talk and she likes to talk over people. And I feel like Lisa hears you, but she's trying to get her point out, right? And that's what happens here.
With you, I always go directly to you. Like even with Heather saying, like Angie, and like is basically saying you're a bad mom.
Lisa basically tells like, you know, I feel like you overtaking Whitney's side. You don't listen to me. You don't like me. And just going on and on and on. And Angie's like, well, you know, I definitely understand where you're coming from, but you know, you have to see my side. And Lisa's like, well, you know, I understand your side, but you have to realize that Whitney is a fucking liar. She could lie to me about the jazz ticket. She lied to me about my marriage. She lied to me about this. And then Angie's like, yeah, I understand you, know, but what do you want from me? Lisa's like, well, you know how you have to realize. I'm just like, Lisa, at some point, like, girl, I like you. You know, I'm a fan. Some of you have to shut the fuck up sometimes.
It's so hard to prove to you. You don't have to prove that I'm a good friend. No, Angie, you don't have to prove that.
And that's what Angie tells her. Like, you talk so much that you don't listen to what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you. Yes, I might have took it a step further. And yes, I might have, you know, agreed with Whitney. But I never said anything about your parenting, your mothering, or your kids. And Angie and Lisa basically tells like, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not telling you not to be friends with Whitney. Be friends with whoever you want to. I'm not telling you to defend me 100%. But if you hear a bitch over here lying about me, and you know she lying about me, why not speak up?
I don't need someone to fight my battles, but you could have my back a little more.
Cool, fine. They make amends on that situation. Just like, look, I understand. And I'm happy that Angie set the boundary of, in my past, and first of all, she already told Lisa, like, girl, hush, let me talk. Lisa, hush. She said, in my past, I let people walk all over me. And this is a trigger for me that when someone comes with a dominant force, I back down, cower, and I keep quiet. And at this point in my life, I'm not doing that anymore. I have a voice, I have things to say, and this is what I'm going to say. Now, I'm going to take into be mindful of the fact that, you know, you're my friend and I should stick up for you at times. That's what I want to do, then that's what you're going to do. But yeah, so I like the fact that their conversation, they basically heard each other through Lisa's double talking. But all the girls, they overhear Heather and Whitney is coming up with this no Girl Scout thing. They're like, we were Girl Scouts, so we're going to go do this. Girl, they get there and basically it's hell and chaos because they sit down after they do all the little things. You got Maylee there who's literally just a prop at this point. Like, girl is over here in the background just standing there, mannequin challenge, looking at the butterflies because, girl,
you say nothing.
You do nothing. But like I said last video, maybe she got cut out because of her situations. But, you know, they start with Brittany. They're like, Brittany, yeah, you know, I saw you're all over the thing with Jared. Like, what's going on with that? And she's like,
you know, me and Jared, you know, we were reconnecting and, you know, he's been really good for me, you know, it's really great. But, you know, I don't care what he does when we're not together because I've been with 10 guys too.
I'm like, girl, I mean, if you want to flex it, go ahead, girl. She was like saying that, oh, I'm not sleeping with them. I'm just like kissing them at the end of the night. I'm just like, girl, do you? I mean, I'm not judging. Mary said, you know what? While we're talking, because I'm bored. Meredith, she was like, Meredith, you left my house and you stormed out. And I think that was very rude and disrespectful of you leaving my house. And I just don't like the fact that you're doing that. So
out of my house, you asked me to leave and I did not feel welcomed. And I didn't ask you to leave. I will leave. I didn't ask you to leave, Meredith.
So, what's good? Meredith basically tell her, like, you know, at the end of the day, you find something disrespectful and you don't like, I can really care less. It is what it is. You feel disrespected. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, I feel disrespected by this and I want an apology. They both want an apology from each other and they're both hurt by each other's actions, but they're not hearing each other. Because then you got Angie talking and Angie's like, well, you know, I realize that, you know, Meredith, at the end of the day, you have to understand that. And Meredith's like, girl, you can talk, but I'm not even listening to you. Like, whatever.
You didn't grab a Yadro on your way out. Not a Yadro. I'm more than happy to return the notebook if you don't want me to have it.
Lisa pipes up as Mary's talking. Lisa pipes up and basically tells Heather and Heather and Bronwyn. She's like, okay, what about all the stuff that Whitney be saying about people? Y'all don't say anything about that. Y'all say nothing about that. And then Whitney's like,
What have I said about anybody?
so Bronwyn's like, well, you know, Lisa's kind of right. And because Whitney, you do be talking mess about people. You do run your mouth and say this stuff about people. So, I mean, it is what it is. And she's like, what have I said? And then he basically says that, you know, Whitney was trying to warn her about Heather. And Heather was like, well, you know, Bronwyn, I don't really see that as a thing.
Heather, why don't you ask Bronwyn what she says about you? You lie so badly. What did I say about Heather? I was a little surprised you guys were doing
She said that to you, but you know, I don't see that as anything bad. Yeah. So, as Bronwyn was talking, she was like, you know what, this makes no sense. Like, y'all really don't want to even hear what I have to say. Like, when I do anything, it's over here a problem. When y'all do it, it's over here cool. And she said, what you can do, go ahead and take Meredith's hearing aids, put them in so you can hear clearly. And I was like, what the fuck? And Meredith was like,
oh, so we're ableist now? Oh, that was rude. Oh my God.
Borrow Meredith's hearing aids, turn them up, and hear me one more time. I don't need Meredith's hearing aids. I got two right here. Let's go, Ange. Kind of offensive. Wow.
Angie and Bronwyn then start going at it. And then Bronwyn is just telling her, like, you know, y'all basically trying to say y'all hypocritical and y'all over here do one thing. And then when it comes to the new girls, we can't do the same thing y'all do. And Angie just tells them, because mind you, this whole thing started with Lisa and Mary, because they're over here just going back and forth like, oh, but fuck you. At the end of the day, you're Saint Laurent dress, bitch. Fuck you, ho. Just go. Like, you know, Mary ain't saying no fuck you, but you know, Lisa's just like, whatever. And I think one thing about Lisa is Lisa's the only one that really would go to toe with Mary.
Why? Oh, I have a Milan specialist. Oh, your friends? You love it. They always go back. This is the only thing you've got.
Angie then says, like, oh my God, why don't y'all all just shut the fuck up? Angie tells us, she said, you especially Bronwyn, you just need to shut the fuck up and let Lisa and Mary talk. Baby, Bronwyn said, you know what? I'll shut the fuck up. Goodbye. She dipped. She said, up the street. She said, bitch. She said, this is the last time you over here talked to me. She said, you tell me to shut the fuck up again, you ain't gonna worry about me. She over here just dipped off. And I'm just looking at Bronwyn like, damn, Bronwyn, I think this is the first time a girl got you shaking and moving. Because I've heard girls say worse. Low-key, Brittany said worse about you and your husband. But that got you moving, Bronwyn? Okay. And Heather's just like, I can't put on no types of games. Can't do anything. No, Heather, you can't because you're messy as fuck. But whatever. At the end of, you know, everything, we see Meredith. She does a bat mitzvah, and you know, all the girls come in, just shalom, shalom, just all that, you know, really cute. Bronwyn, her outfit was really cute. Todd comes in, and you know who they greet? They greet Brittany at the door. Brittany brought Jared, and I'm just like, girl, you trying to make fetch happen? It's not too bad. But it's awkward because you know Bronwyn over here told her husband what she was saying. But you know, it was what it was. They get to the table and they're basically talking about different topics. But the main thing is Todd. I don't like the fact that Todd wants to curtail and monitor Bronwyn's behavior because she's saying something like, oh, I have cunty behavior.
He's like, don't say that. Don't say that.
I mean, I'm not mistake free. Oh yeah, I can be a real snarky for sure.
Don't say that.
And I'm just like, if it was my husband, don't tell me how to behave and how to act because you knew the bitch that you fucking married. And if you didn't, then there's a different conversation you could have. Like, why are you doing this for the cameras? Or why are you da 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 da? Maybe he don't know this side of Bronwyn. Or maybe Bronwyn's putting it up for the cameras. We don't fucking know. But I don't like the fact that he keeps on trying to dictate how the fuck she's supposed to talk and say shit. That irritated me. But all in all, I hope you guys liked the video. Mary was the standout, literally standout of the episode. But y'all, like, comment, subscribe. Please comment down what you guys think about this episode. It was so good. And I'll see you guys next video. Peace.
Brian Keith, LG, Black View. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a God stop a y'all and break your head here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around cause I excite you. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit. You wanna go toe to toe with my flow? This sour candy all I really asking for. Now I got to go. Got. Bye bye.